Hey YouTube, as you recall, the last time I did an update on the wife's guppy tank, I talked about some snails. So I'll show you a quick tidbit from the last video, and here it is. And the next thing is we do have plenty of baby snails. One of the snails laid a bunch of eggs and they have since hatched. The adult snail is known as Yoda. Well, these are all the babies. They're only a couple weeks old and they're already pretty big. They've easily tripled in size, and I don't know where the parent is, but it's somewhere. But we plan on getting those under control. So that was our problem then, a couple weeks ago. What have I done since then to help remedy that problem? We've done two things. First, I'll show you, we just took out some snails, and second, we got a new fish. You can probably see her. This is Lilac, the beta fish, and we'll get some close-up shots in the future. Alright? Alright, so as you can see, the results of me taking out some snails, most of the baby snails are actually gone. I mean, we were excited to have baby snails, but quite frankly, there were hundreds of snails. But I took out about 15 snails. I took out a couple more just today. So if you're wondering what to do with baby snails, here's some that I hand caught earlier this morning. The lighting's horrible, so I have you on the cat post. But I grabbed about 15 baby snails out this morning, and you can kind of see them in there. So I have a place where I can take them. I just drop them in, kind of a donation. Some people throw them away, some people just feed them to eater fish like loaches. But here's one of my holding tanks. I just use a cricket feeder. Take the snails out, put them in here temporarily, and then I just get rid of them. But yeah, I got about 15 just by hand, so they're really not that hard to take out. I don't know why people always complain about baby snails. As you can see, there's a baby one there, and there's actually the one that caused all this mess. My wife named him Yoda because he has got some cute little ears there, so you can see those little ears. So she named that snail Yoda. And actually, Yoda was a little bit bigger than that snail there, and you can see some algae I'll have to take out. So, one of the important things I wanted to do when it came to taking out the snails is I didn't want to remove all the snails, because obviously freshwater snails, they don't live that long. Eventually Yoda's going to pass away as he goes down into the abyss. So I want to keep a couple snails just to replenish the adult snails as they pass. We do have a few mystery snails. I have no idea where they are. They're a mystery. But I figure those are going to die eventually. But the snails are a very important piece of keeping the tank clean. So I just wanted to highlight that. And YouTube, you're looking at part 2 of our solution to get rid of snails. Now there are a few fishes out there that will eat snails. One of them is loaches. But the problem is this is only a 4.5 gallon tank. So loaches are going to get way too big for this tank. Another one is, I think, upside down catfish. And then another one is betta fish. Now, the thing about betta fish is they aren't guaranteed to eat snails. Some will and some won't. That's just a fact of life. When we got Lilac, primarily my wife just wanted betta fish because she thinks they're cute and pretty. So we're fortunate enough that Lilac actually does eat the small snails. We don't know if she actually eats them, but she at least puts them in her mouth and chews them. So at least kills them. But we know there are far fewer snails now that we have Lilac. So we're glad. She's a gorgeous betta. She's kind of like a purple, like she has blues with some red undertones. Kind of messing with the light here, but she likes swimming amongst this water moss. But she is just a gorgeous betta. So we're proud to have her as part of the family here, and she eats lots of snails. So that's our solution. So remember, the first part was we just took out the baby snails manually with our hands, and the second part was we got a betta fish to help eat the baby snails. And as you can see, there are hardly any snails now. Maybe 10 or 20 babies are just hard to get. You can see 2 on the rocks there, but that's our tank. And thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos on aquariums and gardening and farming. Alright, thank you.